Well, well, well. You found your way back to the Coaches Huddle. We got the Chiefs coming up, and I want to hear from the fans. But before we do, indulge me. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Coaches Huddle. It's your boy, the coach, and we are here at the Coaches Huddle where the field meets family. Welcome, faithful. It's your boy, the coach, and we are here for another weekly call-in show. All right, and I want to hear from you guys. I'm doing things a little bit different this time. You know, last show we had a little bit of issue with being able to get people in for a call-in show. So I'm putting the link in the chat, okay? The link is in the chat, all right? We're doing things a little different for the call-in show. I think StreamYard is a little bit different from what I use. So I think it's a better, how can I say, streamlined process. So we can be able to talk to you guys easily, no problems. Everybody seems to be able to do call-in shows with StreamYard. So let's just move forward. One thing yes, you did, Drew. One thing that I want to bring up is like those of you who are coming into the chat who obviously are supporters of the 49ers, but myself and Larry Krueger. And as you know, I wasn't on the show for Saturday. And me and Larry have mutually agreed to part ways for the show. First of all, one thing that I want to do is I just want to thank Larry for everything that he's done for me. Larry has been a huge part of my growth. Larry has been a huge part of everything that I've done in YouTube. When I first started getting on YouTube, Larry was one of the first guys to reach out to me and want to start a show. I believe me and Grant did our first draft show together, and I did some kicking around with tape. I had given some insights on what I felt about some of the guys that I had scouted, and then me and Larry ended up hooking up, and boom, that was it, right? We started the Saturday hit where we dual streamed. Well, at first I was just a pure guest. I didn't have a channel yet, but we dual streamed once I got my channel up. Guys know I started my channel week 1 of last season, September the 11th. And it's been an amazing collaboration with me and Larry. But all good things come to an end. But one thing that I wanted to do is address this with, number one, class. This was a mutual decision, okay? And this doesn't mean that I will never stream with Larry again, but it just means that show has kind of seen its end, right? So this is the tweet that I put out yesterday for those of you who care, right? I'm not trying to make this bigger thing that it needs to be, but I'll just read through the tweet. Hey, everyone, me and Larry and I have mutually decided to retire the Krueger and Coach show. Larry has been the ultimate class act, always supporting me throughout my content journey. I'm deeply grateful for his advice, expertise, and for welcoming me into his family, especially his son, Kevin. Starting next Saturday, I'll be launching my own call-in show at 1 p.m., 10 a.m. Pacific on the Coaches Huddle. Looking forward to seeing you all there. Thanks for everything, Larry and Kevin. So that's another thing. The call-in show is now going to be bumped up to 1. All right. So we're going to get a little bit of a earlier call-in show. But one thing that I wanted to do is be able to, handle this with class, because it's not a big deal, right? We're moving on, but that doesn't mean that me and Larry aren't going to try to find things to do down the line, or, we can maybe find another way to, see how our lines meet, our lines connect in the near future. But yeah, that's just the end of it. So that's all I wanted to say. Right now, I put the link in the chat. I'm going to try to put it in there again. Yeah, here it is right here. The link is in the chat. So if you guys want to call in, feel free to come in and start giving me basically the latest and greatest of how you feel about the team. Right now, the Niners are sitting at 3-3, coming in against a foe that we all know, right? The Kansas City Chiefs. And I know that we can talk about the game, and we have more than enough time to talk about the game. I'm going to talk about the game all day tomorrow. Stay tuned. I will be doing my live watch party tomorrow. So that's something that I'm excited about. I'm doing the live watch party for the Chiefs, guys. I'm going to be able to bring the energy. If you've had a chance to sit in on any of the live watch parties, you guys know that I try my best to bring 100% of everything that I have to be able to call the games in my style, the way I coached the game, the way I played the game, and it's a really good time. So if you haven't had the chance to tap into the live watch parties, please, guys, give it a shot, man. I promise you won't leave disappointed. On top of that, we do a live post game right after the live watch party. So it's for those of you who rock with me, it's about 3 to 4 hours. So it's a lot of work, but it's something that I'm passionate about, and we're gonna bring the energy. So that's one thing that I'm excited about. But what I did want to talk about is not just the Chiefs, but us, the San Francisco 49ers, like what we're doing. And I just feel like we got to wake up in certain instances to be able to see our true apex, right? The best of what this version of the San Francisco 49ers can do, right? This is a new team. Every year it's a new team. Even though the names are the same, there's new context. Guys are older. Talent is different. The league is different. The competition is different, right? Yo, Digital Drew, hit me, man. All of those things are different. So this is a completely different team. But you can draw syntax from the older teams or last year's team, right? From what you see in the current team. And this is one guy that I wanted to point out that we all knew who he was, right? And I'm going to bring him up right now because I just want you guys to just hold on. You just got to see this guy and understand who I'm talking about. So because I want to draw a little bit of comparisons between the player that I'm about to bring up and what we did with this guy last year and what we need to do with this guy that we currently have on our team. So for me, I'll tell you this right now. This guy right here, bro. I'm all over the place. Isaiah Oliver, man. Remember Isaiah? Remember how Isaiah was a hand-picked guy that was put on our defense to be able to basically fill the shoes of Jimmy Ward. He was going to be our dime linebacker, our big DB, our safety that was supposed to be able to blitz and cover. Remember this guy? Do you guys remember Isaiah Oliver? And we soon found out. Yeah. I went there. And you soon found out what Isaiah Oliver was as a player, right? Remember that? And everybody knew right away. And even though there were such high hopes for Isaiah Oliver, right? Such high hopes because of what we thought he was going to do. Quickly, and I mean quickly, we understood that he is a liability and cannot be on the field. He doesn't fit our standard of play. He doesn't fit the veracity at which we play football. Remember in preseason when Isaiah Oliver got scored on and we called him jogging after the crossing route? I want to say that we played, was it the Lions? It was a preseason game. It's the first time we saw Isaiah Oliver. And we saw him jogging after a pass catcher that was going to score, who eventually scored. And even then, we knew at that time, get his ass off the field. All right? We knew that. This is my only thing. And y'all know where I'm going with this. Is, man, I'm going to tell you. This right here, DeAndre Campbell, is the new Isaiah Oliver. Please realize that this man, if we lose tomorrow, guys, it's going to be because this man is on the field. Okay? Tied for 5th worst in missed tackles. Tied for 4th worst in the NFL, that is, in missed tackle percentage. 6th worst with 249 reception yards surmassed on him as a defender. 10th worst in reception percentage on him, with 89.3% of all pass catchers having success against this man. He's 10th worst in the league. He's 18th worst with a 15.6 passer rating. Enough. Get this man off the field. I don't care that you paid him money. I don't care if you got to go to Jed and say, hey, man, the guy that we paid and gave all this money to and said that he was going to be the replacement, he ain't it. Bite the bullet. Bite the bullet. I can't watch anymore. Y'all know that I don't do defensive film. There's a reason why I stay away from doing defensive film. Because there will be lewd activity on the channel. If I had to watch DeAndre Campbell on film and you guys had to hear what I had to say while watching him on the field, this channel would get struck down. They get rid of me. This is a family show. I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to get to the next call. I'm going to get to Eduardo right now. But I just had to say this really quick. This is more important than the Chiefs. All right? This is going to be against Dallas. This is going to be against the Rams again. Like, enough. This is teetering on Chase Young levels. We got to stop it. Eduardo, I'm going to keep it up here.
What up, coach? How's it going? Yeah, I'm from Brazil, bro. Actually, just called up to say hi and really appreciate the show. Really appreciate your content. You know, and I don't know, man, the 49ers, I don't know, man, they really need to straight up, you know, like get better and play better football. Actually, that's it. We have all the
Mhm.
tools, we have all the guys. It's just play better football, bro. That's it.
How do you feel about this game coming up? How do you feel about the season thus far?
Oh, the season actually, I think it's a 50-50 season. I think if he can get to the playoffs, we can go deep, but I don't know if we can get the bowl. So I'm thinking actually ahead. I'm thinking in the next week, in the next season, I think we can get a better team and regroup and really go for better things. For like to build another team, like a better team. With another players, like draft better. That's it. Um,
Good.
yeah, that's it actually.
What do you see as what do you see what are your predictions for the Chiefs game coming up?
Yeah, the next game I think is gonna be tough. It's gonna be a close game. You know,
Mhm.
the bad thing is Patrick Mahomes on the other side.
Mhm.
Nothing easy, and I think it's gonna be a tight game. And the problem is the Patrick Mahomes. Like when you get in the fourth quarter and you don't have like a mind like Andrew Reid too. And
Mhm.
you cannot capitalize, and especially in the red zone. I think you can lose. You can lose the game. But I think
Right.
it's gonna be a close game, like 27-24 Chiefs, something like this.
Definitely.
Yeah.
My biggest thing right now is just trying to understand uh do you believe that the Niners are Super Bowl bound? Are we still in the hunt for a Super Bowl?
Yeah, man, the problem is like the old guys are not really buying it. Like they look like they are buying, like they look like they are tough and all the stuffs, but I don't know. They don't think like they don't. They look like they try to look like, but they are not. They are not. Definitely not.
Definitely. Hey, well
Yeah.
look, thank you so much for the call, Eduardo.
Yeah,
Give me
I was
another
a bit,
call in.
like nervous, but first call. But
Nah,
yeah, I
man,
really
I loosened
appreciate.
you up. I saw you coming in. I saw you getting ready. I said, you know what? Let me wild out a little bit. Get loosen up
Yeah, nice,
Eduardo so he
nice.
can
Yeah,
just
I
come
really
in, man.
appreciate your content. Yeah, all the boys like Jesse and Grant. Really appreciate your content, bro. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, man. Talk to you, bro.
Yeah.
Jay, what's up, brother?
Yo, what up, dog? How you doing?
I'm good, man. What you got for me?
Oh man, do you feel like we're gonna win this game
Yes, I got the
on Sunday?
Niners winning 2017.
All right. My next question is: do you feel like Kyle is gonna be able to finally outcoach Andy Reid this game?
Mm. Man, you just with the nut punch. That's crazy. Like you came, you went straight for the jugular. Uh, uh he's out coached him in every game they've played. That's clear.
Yeah.
One would even say, there's a stat that I got from Coach Tom Walsh off of Grant's channel
Yeah.
about the Chiefs. Since 2021, the Jaguars have the most drop passes in the NFL. The team that's right behind them is the Chiefs. The Chiefs haven't been perfect. That's one thing that's
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
maddening about them, right?
Right.
We can almost say if they did us better than us, right? Man, they got so many weapons. They're just better than us at every literal player. Then they have all of this access, but no.
Well, that's my thing though. Like, do you feel like Kyle is gonna kind of get out of his own head? Like, I don't mean to bring up like basketball or anything, but like, in basketball, like, you got your players and like, all right, we're gonna run this scheme all game or our system, but once the fourth quarter comes and we need like a bucket, we're gonna give it to Curry, we're gonna give it to Jordan, LeBron, or Kobe or whatever. Like, do you think Kyle's finally gonna, like, all right, we need something, so let's give it to our playmaker?
I don't think so.
Or you think he's gonna like, nah, this is my scheme. I'm gonna stick to this. Like, I'm gonna try to draw somebody open.
I think Kyle is, people are just accustomed to what they do. And Kyle's weapon is
that's true.
his scheme, and also his defense is his scheme. I think that even when he gets shell-shocked, or not even shell-shocked, but, things just don't go your way, right? There's a couple of plays that don't work. You get behind the sticks. They're playing a little bit differently than you expected. I think Kyle has an issue with just adjusting. I believe that the Chiefs do a phenomenal job at taking the coaches out of the game. That's how I coached. That's how I got coached, right? When I played.
Right.
When I played with coaches where the playbook was like 30 plays, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
But we ran those plays so well that we didn't run it until we got it right. We ran it until we couldn't get it wrong. There's a difference. And with that, I feel like these guys, they can't simply just go out and play against the Chiefs, right? They can't just use the rules and play, because their confidence is rooted in what Kyle tells them is going to work, right? Not the other way around, where they look at Kyle and they like, look, man, I understand you put the plays together, but we can beat these boys. Just give us this, right? Almost, when I see Andy Reid coach, I see different shades of him during a game. Sometimes he is Kyle, where you can see that, hey, you're literally running what I tell you to run. You do what I tell you to do during this element of the game, right? Then I see elements of Coach Reid where he backs off and he lets Pat have it, right? You guys are in quick game. You guys are moving against their defense. They're stuck in a package. Yeah. Go ahead.
That's like, Kittle, like, not Kittle, Kelsey, like, he was yelling at him in the Super Bowl, whatever. Like, who on the 49ers do you think would do that to Kyle? I don't see nobody doing that to Kyle.
Right. No, I don't see, and really, it's not even really Andy Reid as much as it is Spagnuolo as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Really, the biggest thing, in my opinion, that Spags does to Kyle is that he just doesn't believe Kyle. He treats him like a liar, right? He runs vanilla. You know what I mean? Like, you got a friend, that friend that that's kind of not your friend, but he's in your friend group, and he is always capping, like, just, he's a liar, like, embellishes everything, right? And even when he comes with you with a regular story, it's just like, all right, here go John. Yeah, all right, John. So yes, okay. So you had a crazy night, and it was 16 women, and I remember. Yeah, of course. I think that Spags sees Kyle's shifts. He sees his motions. He sees the condensed formations, and he looks for ways that he can make advantages towards Kyle. He just doesn't believe Kyle. He doesn't change the defense, right? It's saying, why do we have to honor you getting leverage on the shift when we're playing man anyway? All we're going to do is just bump. That's it. Like, you guys can do all of this stuff. You can't. And the thing about us that hurts us against the Chiefs is that 1-for-1, they can match up with us. They got corners that can match up with Debo and Brandon Ayuk. They got linebackers, right, that can line up. Like, one thing, Chenal, that's inside linebacker that they have, I think that he's one of the most underrated inside linebackers in the league, Leo Chenal. And it's going to be a day for George, right? Yeah. So that's what I think. I believe that they know that they match up with us, and they all about a dollar. They trying to win. We're trying to look good while winning. And that's what trips us up.
Well, I got one more question. I'm gonna get up out of here. So do you think if we lose this game, do you think that the Chiefs are gonna kind of do to us what we did to Philadelphia last year? Like, if we lose this game, like,
what do you mean?
Wise?
All right, so I'll say this. I'm not a mind reader or anything.
Yeah,
but what I will say is these guys are capping if they're saying that they are not geared up for this game. They know who the Chiefs are,
man.
bro.
Like you played
they
sports
know.
before, like if a team like comes in, like even just like your high school team, you know, you play the same team like twice a year or whatever, like and they come in, they're just beating you every time. It's gonna mess with you mentally eventually.
So they're very aware. I don't know how they'll bounce back from it because they got Dallas right afterwards, right? So they really don't have any time to really, kind of rest on their season. I mean, right now, I think we got like the top 3 toughest season in the rest of the NFL. I mean, in the NFL for the rest of the season. With us, we got Dallas right after that. Then we got Tampa Bay, who's looking good. Okay, then we got to go right. Seattle comes and sees us. Then Green Bay, you know what they've been doing all year. Green Bay looks good this year. Buffalo is Josh Allen time. The Bears seem to be shaping out. The Rams are what they are, and they're going to be healthier by week 15. Miami's DOA, but then we got Detroit.
Yeah.
Right. And then we got to close out with the Cardinals. So we got a little bit of a gauntlet ourselves. I don't think that they have the time to worry about what this loss has done to them if they lose. I feel like, I don't know. Let me ask you a question. Right. Do you feel like, and I'm going to steal this from Booty, but yo, if we lose tomorrow, is the season a wrap?
I don't know, man. The fan in me wants to say no, it's not, but it's no. All right, so I'm gonna say no, but my logic though of thinking about it is like, all right, so like it might not be over, but what if you get to the Super Bowl and you gotta face this team again? Like, do you feel confident? Like I don't know, as like a player, would I feel like confident? Like, damn, we're gonna like finally beat them. Of course, I'll go into the game wanting to win the game, but yeah, that's tough.
I mean, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, psychologically, but at the same time, is there and I'm asking this to the chat too.
Yeah.
Is there a world or a scenario where Christian McCaffrey comes back this season?
I think so. I think he's going to be back for the Tampa game. I'm actually going to that game. I'll be there at the Tampa game.
So you think he'll be back in what? So what's that? 1, 2, 3, a month?
Yeah.
A month.
Oh,
so
yeah, no,
a little under a month
because
it's the 19th.
I'm tripping. Even if they lose this game, I feel like they'll go on a run because Christian will be back, and I feel like he should be healthy by then. He's been like sitting for what, like 2-3 months now. So, yeah.
Yeah. One thing about Chiefs again, you gotta love Chiefs again, bro. He's always going. But I've seen him like his digital footprint is insane. He can't have a job, bro.
Nothing tomorrow.
His digital footprint is insane, bro. You can't have a job, bro. He's on every show that I look at, bro. He's dedicated.
He's got to have like a notification that goes off when you go live or something.
Definitely. But I'm gonna get at you, bro. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah, I appreciate you for having me on. I'll be sometimes tweeting at you on Twitter, so you be responding. So I appreciate that. I'll be tuning in. I'll be watching the show all the time. It's just today I had time to hop in here. So appreciate you, man.
Hey, man, appreciate you, man. Thanks for calling in, Brody.
Yeah, man. Have a good day.
All right, bro. Marcos.
What's up, man?
What up, though?
What up?
Talk to me, dog.
Yeah, I got a couple of questions. This one participates in coaching. Chiefs, they have coaches. I feel like the Niners have playmakers, play callers. And then you got bad coaching. You got those 3 criterias. We're play callers. In a way, it can just get us so far that the Chiefs have the ability, coaches, to you know what, this is what the Niners are playing or how they're
Mm-hmm.
playing. Yeah, at the end, we'll get them at the end. It's just figuring it out, putting the uh, puzzle together, and at the end, when it's all said and done, they bite us in the ass, and that's what coaching is all about. And I feel like we have great coaches. I'm not saying the Niners are just play callers. We have great coaches, but I feel like individually, our coaches are in their own lane.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle is in his own little world, and you got the defensive coordinator in his own little
Well,
world,
let me let me let
and
me
then you
let me
got
hop in
your
real quick. Let me hop in real
uh,
quick, Marcos. Marcos, let me
selection of
hop in.
coaches.
Marcos, let me hop in real quick. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by Kyle is in his own lane? Talk to me.
I feel like, in a way, okay. I'll jump back into Kyle. Let's look at the Chiefs. The Chiefs have a group of great coaches where they all communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Where they all communicate. I feel like Andy allows his coaches to dictate a good play and a bad play, what to adjust, what to call, and Andy's on board. Andy's all ears with his coaches, and I feel like Kyle is like, he's hard headed. His ego gets in his way, and I feel like it's like it's just me, you know. Kyle is just like in his own little world, you know. I mean, he's just gonna go with his script, and it's the other coaches are like, what can we do? What can we do? I mean, I feel like there's a scenario or a thought on the coaches of the 49ers, like, man, what can we do to make it seem like Coach Shanahan can open ears to us?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we got a play that might work, or we got this play that we could adjust. If they call this play, Kyle may seem to give the okay, but then he's still gonna go back to his script and call his play. And I feel like Kyle's ears are not open for the other coaches, and it's kind of sad in a way, you know. Like, I mean, why have coaches if you're not gonna allow the coaches to um, adjust with the game with the head coach? It's just Kyle's in his own little world, and it's kind of sad for the coaches, for the players, and that's why Kyle is just a play caller, not a manager, not an adjuster. It can only take us so far until you got the other side of the field who have managers, who have great coaches, and at the end they seal the deal.
Right. And that's something that I think we'll be looking for to be able to see if that bears out tomorrow, man. Hey, Marcos, thank you so much for your call, bro. Call again, man. I love your engagement, man.
Oh, no problem, Coach. Man, anytime. You're doing the calling show tomorrow, right? The
Yeah,
live
yeah,
calling show again.
I'm doing the live watch party tomorrow.
Okay, cool, Coach.
All right, bro.
Hey, have a
Thank
good one,
you.
man.
Have a good one, bro. Drew,
Hey, what's up, man?
what up, man? What's good? Talk to me.
Oh, what a week, man. What a week. Hey, huge game, obviously, coming up against the
Uh-huh.
Chiefs. But a couple of things I want to hit on. I was really encouraged in the last game seeing the youth infusion that the Niners had. I think one of the obvious knocks on this team is they're very top heavy and they're also aging. So it was, for a long-term perspective, or our long-term projections, I love what Garendo brought, even though I think he's purely a home run hitter. I think what 99 or
You
76, I believe.
you're getting me riled up with that comment, man.
Yeah, he has no. I do agree with Larry that he has very little instinct, but at the same time, he just needs a seam. We saw it last game. Ronaldo Green and Mustafa showed up big with the pick. So I really like what's going on, but I'm going to get you even more riled up by hitting on a player that you had mentioned earlier in Campbell. I guess to frame him fairly, he was never seen.
Hey, Drew, you turn your mic up over there because you're really low. Turn yourself up. Yeah.
All right, how's that?
Much better, much better.
All right, and I'll also get it closer to my face. Hopefully, the camera stays on.
Pause.
It likes to. Yeah. There
you go.
Good to go. Okay, so Campbell, he was to frame him, I guess fairly. He was never seen as a replacement. He was seen as a stopgap. But to the prior comment of the youth infusion, he is not only underperforming and a giant hole in our defense, he's also stopping us from assessing who else do we have on the bench in youth that we can bring up and see what we have there, right? If you remember, Greenlaw was that youthful guy sitting behind Al-Shair, and getting in there every now and then. And we're like, wow, this guy's really fast. He was able to develop when he got on field. So I look at somebody like D. Winters. I will live with the youth mistakes of D. Winters because of his speed. I can't take another play of seeing the dreads trailing a play while a faster player goes by. It frustrates me. He's just
the Devondre Campbell stuff is maddening, bro. I can't I really meant what I said. Where I'm gonna be real, bro. Like it's not productive. It's not good content. Like if I naturally reacted to what I see on film from Devondre Campbell, I don't do it. It's bad, bro.
Yeah. It's terrible, but it's also getting in the way of finding out who else do we have, in the ranks that can step up and actually perform until Greenlaw gets back. Because it's still a big question mark. What version of Greenlaw are we going to get back? We know that Achilles injuries, specifically when we see them in sports like basketball, those players really miss a step. And for Greenlaw, he really relied on his speed. Is the speed going to be there when he comes back? Well, we know that D. Winters does have that speed. And I would love to see him on the field starting right next to Warner the whole game. I hope we see a ton of Ronaldo Green out there. You're right that, Campbell is this year's Isaiah Oliver. Cut bait and run, just sit him on the bench, or say, hey, get an early start on your insurance career. We're just going to sit you in the corner and you're not going to be on this
humble
team.
brag it. Humble brag it. Hey, man, we know you probably got so many teams that are probably going to be able to take you on as an asset. We want to help you out right now and get you out there as soon as possible. So whatever you got to say to get rid of this dude. But he ain't it. And I don't understand why we can't coach up D. Winters or Jalen Graham. You already let Jalen Graham go. You ended up understanding that you had to go back and get him from the Commanders practice squad to play him. All right. He's already showing a little bit of promise on special teams. Bro, play the guys, man. Just play them. You're going to have to coach. It's going to suck. They're going to make mistakes. But I'd much rather put up with a mistake from a rookie and a young kid that's giving me a maximum effort than going against a guy he's an imperfect vessel. I can't do that because you know why? When you see Devondre Campbell screw up on the field, you know that it's not going to get better. That's why it sucks, because this is what we got to put up with.
Right. 100%. And it's going to be imperative to us going forward, finding out who else on this team can actually play. I love seeing Pooney, how he stepped up. This might overall be one of the best draft classes the Niners have had in the Shanahan era, because every single person is stepping in. They're making impacts now. We're not waiting 2 or 3 years to see these people show up. We're in a scenario where we have to rely on them, and they're showing up and they're balling out. And I absolutely love it. And that makes me feel great for when it's time to basically move off of some of these older players with the giant contracts. We know who we have. So this, the performance of the Niners and where they fit in the league can kind of be maintained for a long time. But something I guess to shift gears just a little bit into the meta and really focusing on this week's game.
60 seconds, Drew. We got a big line.
Yeah, all good. Is it just me, or do the Chiefs of this year remind me of last year's Eagles team in terms of the narrative and where they fit? Yes, they're 5-0, but they're a very flawed 5-0. They could very easily be, they could very easily be, 3-2 or even 2-3, because if you look at some of their games, they really eked it out. And you remember what happened last year. The Niners showed up at the link.
And they fell off a cliff.
They fell off an absolute cliff. So I'm very curious. I'm not saying the Chiefs aren't good. I don't think they're the tire fire that the Eagles were last year. But the narratives and how the teams got to where they're at is very reminiscent of last year. And I look at the projections from here on out for the Niners. The Niners have Ricky. We're going to see him for the first time. We get to see, what he's all about. Does he, is he the cherry on top for this draft class? Maybe he is. I can't wait to see it. But we're also going to get CMC back. So I think the trajectory for this team is only up. So if we can survive, and yes, we have a terrible schedule, I think we normally start slow, and we started slow this year, so I'm not panicked. But we normally have a get-right game to where everything shifts, everything starts falling into place, and we go on a run. I think this is the start of that. I don't want to see this team in a scenario where they lose this game, because I think it's not going to be the record impact or their their prospects for the playoffs. I think it's going to be the mental impact. Everybody in that locker room is going to start to believe we can never beat that team. And I think that's more dangerous than anything else, because they have a very good chance to make it to the Super Bowl again. We got to see it. They got to get mentally right. This is the game to do it. And then they're going to start getting bodies back. They're going to start getting healthier. And now you have legitimate depth. And I know you have to move on. I'm going to leave you with one question. Do the Niners have to get aggressive on the trade market for a defensive end, both to bolster their own ranks, but also block the Lions, who may be the biggest threat in the NFC to them, from replacing Hutch?
I'll give you 5 words. Yes, Azeez Ojulari, Isaiah Foskey. Those are my 2. So I'll give you that. Right. Hey, Drew, we got a wrap, man. Hit me up. We'll talk.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Take care.
All right, bro. Niner gang. What's good, bro?
Coach, what's good?
What's good, man? Hey, I got a good little line here. I want to be respectful to everybody. I'm going to try to keep you to about 3 to 5 minutes tops. Okay?
Quick for you. First off, your show with Grant yesterday, I didn't catch the very beginning. I was like, what the is going on here?
I know it threw you off.
This is some bullshit. But man, y'all pulled it out, though. That was good. That was good.
Yeah, it was his idea. It was hard to do, but yeah, we pulled it out. Yeah.
Did good, man. Y'all did good. Real good, real good. Real talk, real quick, though, man. I see a path to where the Niners, I feel like this game, either the Niners are just going to dominate them or we're going to get railroaded, man. I mean, I really don't see a close game. My opinion, I think it's going to go favored one way heavily. And it's going to come down to, my opinions, coaching schemes, man. I mean, that's just what it is. It's got to come down to coaching scheme and execution. And we'll see if Kyle can get one by him. I don't know. Kyle has a good chance of outdoing Spagnuolo this year, because I don't think his defense is as strong as it was last year. But we'll see. We'll see if Kyle does what Kyle does. What you think?
I do believe that the coaching element of this game is noted. I mean, it's to the point we bring it up every time we bring up the matchups now. I mean, the coaching matchup is just as important as the player matchups. And the reason why that's almost kind of been brought to the forefront is because we're starting to lose to them, and we're a better team than them, right? Like, that's when you have to start highlighting coaching is, we're a better team than them last year. I mean, even now, we're pound for pound better than them right now. in my opinion, they don't have. What do they have offensively in their weapons? Right. You look at what they got. They got Juju Smith-Schuster. They have a rookie in Xavier Worthy. They have an aging Kelsey, and then they've got Justin Watson. I mean, right now Isaiah Pacheco's out. They got Kareem Hunt at running back. Really, if you really want to look at the stars of their offense, it's their offensive line: Tooney, Humphrey, and Smith. The two guards in the center. So for me, it's got to be coaching.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Everything you just said right there makes it 100%. It has to be coaching, right? Because the player's going to do what the player's going to do, right?
Yeah.
You know, and I mean,
and then to add insult to injury, they play man. Go get open.
So can we really sit here and say we have the better team? Because, you know, we sit here and say Travis Kelce's slow and all, but he manages to get open all the time.
Patrick Mahomes, they have syntax, man. They play very well together. I think the best thing for them is that if you would say the best, I would say the best elements of what the Niners would have to say about each other on offense as players is they would say, hey, man, we run a really good scheme. And once all of our guys are here, nobody can beat us, right? And I've heard them say that. I feel like the Chiefs, they say, we know how to win. Literally, in every form, fashion, we know how to win. If we got to outscore you, we'll outscore you. If we got to play small ball, we'll play small ball. If we got to have a defensive game and play through our defense and go to OT and win, we'll win it. What do you want? You want walk-off touchdowns? You want last play of the games? You want blowouts? Any way you want it. Short order, cook 'em wins, right? So the Chiefs, they
truly play next man up.
They major in winning. We major in looking good at winning. Yeah, so it is what it is. But hey, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get some other guys on here. I love you calling in, bro. Get at me next time, bro. All right, bro. Smack.
Yo, can you hear me?
I'm with you, bro. We'll talk to me, dog.
What's up, man? What's up with you, man?
How you been, man?
Hey, man, chilling, man. Blessed. You know, can't complain. Hopefully we get a dub tomorrow. You know, just want to say shout out to your channel, man. I see you come up from when you was calling in on Grant, and then you one of the best, you know, commentators out there, in my opinion, when it comes to the content with us.
Thank you, bro.
But like you said, just to double down on that, man, it's coaching, man. It's nothing but straight coaching. I think, in my opinion, we probably have the better team than them the last 3 matchups, and it's just coaching. And it's almost like poetic justice, man, how Cal is losing to Andy Reid, and some people can say Andy Reid made the same mistakes with his previous teams. I mean, he has teams that was favored with the Eagles, that was loaded offensively, defensively, and sometimes he out-schemed himself in the losses. And it's almost like, damn, excuse my language, Cal is doing the same thing to him, and Cal just ain't got to that point yet where he learned how to get out of his way. So I think every time with him, it's like you can't really out-coach Andy Reid, but it's like Cal hasn't gotten to that point where he stopped strategizing and just really start coaching these players up and coaching to what you need to get the win instead of trying to scheme up everything in the pin of particular players. Like this Christian McCaffrey thing, like he was the new toy to Cal, and Cal used him up, and it's almost like, you know, when you're in the neighborhood, you the first one with a basketball goal, you get a basketball goal, you nice. And then 2-3 Christmases later, everybody else got him, and then everybody else on the team, and you get cut. You know what I'm saying? So the league is catching up to him. You can't out scheme him. Everybody know you. All your lieutenants went elsewhere. Miami, people going to Texas, to the Jets, so your scheme is already out there. So I just think it's coaching, man. It's going to come down to Cal getting out of his way and start learning from his lessons. You know what I'm saying? Play these young players. We see when they get on the field, they making plays. But I don't have no confidence in him to take from that and say, okay, are we going to keep him out on the field when everybody get healthy? Are we going to keep seeing Campbell out there? Are you going to put somebody out there that can actually cover a tight end? So at the end of the day, man, I just think it's coaching. I hope we win, but I don't think so. I hate to say it, I don't think we're going to win this one. I'm hoping we can just get healthy, make a run in the playoffs, and we ain't got to see him. Because right now, Andy Reid is his kryptonite, man. He can't get over him. And it's like Andy Reid is just teaching his younger self, whooping his younger self. Everything that Andy Reid struggled with in Philly, with them loaded teams, he kept.
Oh, now you talking now.
He couldn't get over that hump. He had to learn. Then when he went to Kansas City, he got the weapons he needed, and he learned. And
I
Andy
remember
just whooping him younger self, man.
Hey, Smack, I remember, I'm old enough to remember when Andy Reid said that if he didn't have to run the ball, he wouldn't run the ball. Remember, he was that. Remember his ego. Exactly. Remember how Andy Reid's ego used to be.
Man, Westbrook, what's your boy?
Yeah.
Shay McCoy. They was Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah,
they didn't run the ball. They was running routes out the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's like Andy Reid is just literally picking on his younger self. Like, this dude is me, but he ain't there yet.
He ain't there. Exactly.
Until it's Kyle, it's not the team, man. It's not the players. The only thing we can say is the players is they getting older, but the production is there. When Kittle need to show up, he's getting red zone touchdowns. If he need to make plays, he's doing it. It's coaching, man, and this team is starting to see it too. You can see it in the interviews, you can see it in the press, you can see it in their emotions. They starting to see it too, and that's why I think it's more of a business thing. Trent Williams, it's business for him. That's why he wanted to get paid. You know what I'm saying? And these older vets, like, I don't know if we ever gonna get the hump, but I'm gonna get my money, and I'm about to be in there for myself because I don't know how long this is gonna last. Brock got to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day. But hey, man, we appreciate you holding it down for the East Coast, man, and appreciate you letting me on your channel.
Hey, Smack, man, please call in again, man. I absolutely love the call, bro. Love your support, bro.
Yes, sir.
Talk to you. Let's get it. I've been waiting on this one. You've been, hey, Tando, what's up, bro? I've been waiting on this one.
I've been waiting on you. We got Twitter, Snapchat, Snapface, Instagram, MySpace. Holla at your boy.
Man, what's good, bro?
What's good? You the man, baby.
Man, I love your engagement, man. You an OG, bro. You an OG, bro.
I am.
I'm honored, bro. I'm glad.
I am honored, young man. You do such a tremendous job. I check your play-by-play out. Shades of Kurt Gowdy. Shades of the great who else that? Brett Musburger.
This is a moment.
Shades,
Let's
man.
Let's go.
He be calling it, giving me the sets, trips to the field side. We got twins down to the boundary. We're looking at a draw here. Empty set. You be calling it. It's sweet. It's sweet.
Hey, man, this is a day for me. This is a day for me.
I love you, bro. I'm giving love to my nephews. I just had one stop. Shout out to Kevin Wester. He just stopped by, man. Incredible real estate guy here. My brother I go to church with, man. He's 44. I think you right around 40.
Yeah, I'm 39. I turned 40. I turned 40 in November.
Okay, shout out to my youngsters, man. Y'all youngsters, but y'all got a lot of power with you. And as an OG, I feel good leaving it in the vestials of greatness. Y'all
we in good hands. Y'all in good hands.
Y'all good. Yeah. Y'all good.
Let's get the ball. Let's get the ball. Let's get the ball.
All right. We'll have
Go ahead.
We'll have a thing later. In life, there are opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
God gives you opportunities
mm-hmm.
to show what he's done with you. We have an opportunity to get right with these Kansas City Chiefs. Is it going to make or break or make the Super Bowl or make up or nothing like that? It ain't about that. Right now, we have to exercise demons and get over the mental hurdle of, can we beat these guys? Do they always just have our number? And we have everything in place to do just that. We just got to get to 49er football. We just have to get out of our own way.
Okay.
We just have to look at it, do the dossiers on the team, see their weaknesses, see their strengths, and there are some strengths. There are some incredible strengths. You don't win 2 Super Bowls by accident. You're good. I can't deny it. But are you infallible? Are you impregnable?
No.
Can you just not be beat?
No.
I came up a different way.
Hey,
yes.
man.
Yes.
Hey, man. Hallelujah, and pass the ammunition. Boy, you about to send me
gotta
the altar
come
call.
man.
Let's go.
Mama used to send me out there, and Dad used to send me. He said, look, if they bullying you, you keep going at them until they get tired, until they drop, until they don't want you no more. You don't know me out this piece. Y'all gotta reach inside yourselves. Debo, you gotta be Debo.
Come on, Tashawn.
You gotta earn that name. You gotta show it tomorrow. Kittle, you the best in the business. Your daddy is a blocker, and he is a coach, and he has invested in your life. Brock Purdy, you're an overachiever. You go and get it.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's your world.
Let's go.
All y'all that was undrafted and left behind, looked over, looked past, looked up and down. It's your time to shine, rookies. It's your time to shine.
Let's go.
When we had a big high school game, we asked, who we playing? And they would say, oh, well, so-and-so being recruited by UNC. So-and-so is the best in the business. So-and-so is the best in the state. They ain't met me yet. I'm coming with everything I got. And they gonna know they came to see him, but you gonna see me tomorrow. You gonna know my name tomorrow.
Let me tell you something. If you think you seen something on these live watch parties, dog, tomorrow I am going to be unhinged.
Go.
Dog, this is, I'm gonna tell you this right now. This game matters. All right. It matters for all of the reasons that we've stated. We gotta beat these guys, not only to prove that we can get over the hump, but for the season. You can't sweep this under the rug. You can't explain this away. We gotta beat these guys. And you know what? It matters to us. That's why we need to beat them. It shouldn't matter to anybody else. All right.
Don't worry about it.
And somebody punched me in the mouth multiple times. It was whooping my ass multiple times. I don't care what everybody else thinks about it. Man, this is about me and you. This is about me and you, Terradome. I got some other guys. I got to get to them. Call in. Hey, I'm going to holler at you on Twitter. We going to link up.
Yeah, holler at me, and we're going
to link up. I'll holler at you, bro.
DMV, baby.
All right, bro. DMV all day. Kaz.
Whoa.
Let's go, brother.
So look, Coach, I want you to know I got 6 things on my list. I'm going to run through the first 5 real quick so we can concentrate on the last one, okay?
Let's go.
First thing, Campbell, all I can say is that's not 49er football. We got to do something about that. I know everybody agreed with me. We know what we missing Greenlaw so badly right now. Look, Algiers, that went to Houston. We missing him so bad right now because I say give the young boys a shot because Campbell is not 49er football. Nothing against him as a man. I'm sure he's a great person. But this is about bang bang. You know what I'm saying? He don't fit. He got it. I say
he don't fit.
Hey, if the glove don't fit, we must have quit. Let's get rid of his ass. Okay. I don't know if you've seen this show. Bill Belichick is on television, and Chad Ochocinco was on the show. I don't even know the name of it, bro, but they was breaking down what Spags did to us in the Super Bowl.
Talk about it.
You didn't see it?
No, I didn't catch that. No.
Bruh, it's so dope. It's Bill Belichick breaking down the defense and how what they did to us in the Super Bowl.
I'm going to check that out after this.
You got to check it out because it leads to this. First of all, the brother who got shot,
yeah, Ricky Pearsall,
and Ayuk and Kittle. That's why they're important in this game. They got to be able to get open against man. And the play action is important because that's how Debo get open. Everybody get mad at Debo. He's not a conventional receiver who's going to run away from his defense, but the play action is for Debo. That's how Debo gets open. But we got to get open. And sometimes it's hard to do play action when they're blitzing. So that's why Spags is so good. And Spags put a spy on McCaffrey and he put a spy on Brock Purdy. So neither one of them can't run and get the touchdown, but they got, if he can't hit those tight windows or if we can't get open in man, that's how they got us. And that's why I think tomorrow is going to be a real coming out party. And look, Juwan Jennings can get open against man to man.
Let me say something to you right now. I'm gonna say something to you right now. And,
right.
and I want everybody in the chat to hear this. Diana Rossini put out a report for trade deadline possibilities, and Deebo Samuel was on that list. Diana Rossini put out a report saying that there was a possibility for Deebo Samuel to be traded by the deadline. Now I'm gonna tell you this right now. With the way Juwan Jennings has been playing this year, okay, with BA coming into form and what they expect out of Ricky Pearsall and the role that they can give Jacob Cowley. Where does Deebo Samuel fit?
I'm going to tell you right now, you might not agree with me, Coach. And I want to remind you of something that the last brother Terradome just said, and I didn't even think about it until he said it. You know, y'all youngsters got to listen to y'all old folks because I'm an old man compared to you.
I'm listening. I'm going
to be 56. I'm going to be 56 in December. You haven't even hit 40 yet. You haven't even hit 40.
Talk to me, OG. Talk to me, OG.
So,
get me together.
Yeah. So we talked about Campbell not fitting because he's not 49er football.
Okay.
Deebo is every single bit of 49er football. So I can see where it would be advantageous and it wouldn't hurt us if we traded him away, but we would be trading away a real piece of what we do and who we are. Because guess what? When nothing else won't work, we can give it to Deebo on the end around and he gonna run a motherfucker. Excuse my French. He gonna do Deebo type things. He gonna do Deebo type things and he's gonna set the tone and remind everybody who's watching, we the 49ers. Don't get it twisted. We the Niners. And when we gotta do it, Trent Williams, youth check, Greg Cohen makes fun of youth check saying, what did he do? He plays 49er football. He blocked. And he every time we call on him, he come through. And that's what Deebo do for us. In those moments when ain't shit else working, we can get a ball to Deebo in some way, shape, form, or fashion. He'll take a little slant and turn it into a 60-yard game, running people over and knocking motherfuckers down and dragging them the whole time, reminding them this is 49er football. Now, look, I got a list. You gonna make me miss my list. Look, dink and dunk. What Purdy used to be, that's what Patrick Mahomes is now. Check the numbers. You showed that to me. Remember, you guys talked about it. The difference, the numbers, right? Right now, Purdy got more air yards than anybody in the league. And who got the most dink and dunk? Yeah, yards after catch. That's Patrick Mahomes. He's averaging 3 yards a pass, 3.6 or something like that, a pass. So we are way better than they are right now. You're right. And for a long time, we have been better than them. So we got to play 49er football. Ward has to step up. This is a get-right game for our secondary, real talk, because they really ain't got no receiving threats. This is a game where Ward needs to put his label on the game because Lenore, DMO, he already been doing this thing. So we need Ward to step up. He haven't played like all pro all year. Coaching, everybody knows is coaching, but we got to remember that Kyle Shanahan been around for a long time. So a lot of people know his thing, but it ain't never stopped him. He's just going to evolve like the league evolves, and we got to give him credit for that and give it a chance. A lot of people have a lot of shots at him, but he's been good for a long time. We can say he was in Denver, he was in Washington, he was in Atlanta, all before he came to San Francisco, and he was running his offense, and these offenses were flourishing. He's been around for a long time. People forget this. You know what I'm saying? He's been coaching football for a long time. So like the last brother was saying, he just gotta, I think it was maybe 2 callers ago said like Andy Reid is laughing at his younger self. Yeah, Cal just gotta evolve a little bit more, but we gonna get there. And we got the crew to do it. Last thing, because I know you got a lot of people waiting.
Yep, I got 3 more. These guys have been patiently waiting.
My brother, you are great. The other brother said it. I don't want you to look. You and Larry had good chemistry, but I had my, everybody think the way they think. I always wanted more Coach than more Larry. So I'm sorry. And nothing against Larry. I don't watch Larry like I watch the Coach. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I watch Naylor. What's his name? Jason?
Jesse Naylor.
Jason.
Yeah,
I watch Jesse. I watch
Mhm.
you. I watch Jesse. When I want a little entertainment, like I just want to laugh, I watch Greg.
Right.
You know, when content is not that important, when you just want to laugh, you get with Grant, because Grant is gonna make you laugh. But you know what I'm saying? You yourself are huge. You great. It's a lot of people watching you, and it's people like that do other things that like watch you and be like, man, I want to do what he do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You good,
I
bro.
understand.
You good, and you represent 49 as well. Bang bang.
Thank you, brother.
Real talk.
Thank you, man.
You
And I
represent
understand
us.
that it's just a privilege, man. It's a privilege to be here, and I thank all of you guys who love the content. Thank you.
Yeah, we love you, Coach. Hey, keep doing what you do. And like I said, nothing against Larry, but if we had to choose more Larry or more Coach, I'm going more Coach every time. Bang bang.
Hey, well, you on the right channel, bro. I'll talk to you, bro. Get at me. And I've
All
been
right,
doing the
peace.
film reviews too. I've
I
been
know.
thinking
Hey,
about you every
look.
time I do them.
You don't know who I am, but I do film and television.
We
I
gonna
do
talk,
film and
man.
television, so we gonna talk. I'm saying real talk. I've been thinking
All right,
about you, how we can work together. So yeah,
We're gonna
I've
wrap,
been
bro.
thinking about.
Thank you.
All
All right, bro.
And what's it, Gavin? Gavin, I hope you see Gavin today. Yeah, because he's a good dude. I like him.
I
All
love
right,
Gabby
cool.
too. Talk to you, brother.
All right, thank you.
All right. Yo, PDX.
What's going on, man?
Talk to me, man.
Here's my
What we got?
analogy. It's like freeform jazz versus the orchestra, this matchup.
Oh my God. Talk to me. How do you feel about it?
The only matchup that matters is Kyle versus Spagnuolo, because Sorensen's already lost. I just, not a fan, and he's already lost to Reed. So we'll see. I have a little hope. You never know if you can win or not, right? Like every game is its own game, but I don't know. We'll see. We haven't beat Mahomes yet.
Are you hopeful coming into this game? Are you? Come on, man. We're fans. So are you saying I don't know to keep from saying that we're going to lose? Or are you honestly saying I don't know?
No, I'm always hopeful, man. Like,
okay.
It's so like I can't discount Mahomes because he is the best, right? Like that's just like an X factor you can't take out of the game. But
right.
I don't know. Like they're beatable. They're definitely beatable. Any team's beatable, but I don't think that they're going to go to the Super Bowl this year. I think their team is too flawed for that. I think the
That's
Ravens or the Texans or somebody. It's just like Kyle versus Spagnuolo's defense, right? Can he overcome that? Can he overcome that blitz? I don't know. There's something about it that Kyle cannot figure out, and I don't get it. I think it's just
I think they dictate to us. I think that's the biggest misnomer for me, is that most teams play us and they're worried about, the talent and what are they going to do to be able to not get spread thin against all of the individual practitioners that we have on offense. Right. And I think that the Chiefs don't worry about that. I think they blitz us. They go after our weakest positions. Like, the Chiefs, they will attack our guards. They'll attack Spencer Burford. They'll attack Aaron Banks, right? And we'll live to fight another down. We'll give up some good passes, but they will keep working that process until it breaks. And for them, I just feel as though that they don't, like I said, if Coach Spagnuolo, he coaches against Kyle as if he knows Kyle's a liar. Like, he doesn't believe any of the shifts. He doesn't take him as an honest broker. He blitzes him at all times. It's always trust, then verify. It's verified, trust but verified. Like, he never gives Kyle any type of credence on believing any of the fakes. And, you know, it's something where I think that one thing is Kyle's got to give the players more of the game back. Give us the game back. Give us a couple of basic plays that we can run them better and get back to you and let you know, hey, this is working, this isn't working. One thing that there was one time, in my opinion, and one time only that I remember where the players, well, it was reported that the players went to Kyle and told him to kind of snap out of it. And it was the Dallas game in 2022 when Dallas came to see us. We had to play Dallas in the divisional round, and we were losing to Dallas in the at halftime. This is when they had Pollard that time. We beat them at the end of the game.
The Dak slide game where he ran and slid down.
Yeah, no, yeah, at our home. Yeah. And it was reported that Kyle Juszczyk and George Kittle, some of the guys, went to Kyle at halftime and said, bro, run the ball. Like, we're a better team than these guys. Like, please stop whatever passes that you have set up for Jimmy right now. Please run the ball. Like, we're a much better team than these guys. And really, you just like to see a little bit more of that. So, you know, that's my 2 cents on it.
Yeah, I think one of the X factors is obviously Pooney versus Chris Jones, and I'd really like to see us go at him and just like make him really work to get, you know, to make an impact on the game. Like, really just run at Chris Jones, even if it doesn't work all the time. You know, just try to drain his battery a little bit, so by the end of the game he isn't wrecking us, and just, you know, maybe we can get a good maul on him or something, mow him over. Not. You can't count on that, obviously, but something like that, right? Really push him.
I'm obsessed with the Chris Jones versus Dominic Pooney matchup. I want to see it. We really haven't had anybody like put it like this. In my opinion, if Dominic can handle Chris Jones, right, Spags is going to move Chris, okay, which means that Chris Jones is going to be over top of probably Aaron Banks, right? Or they're going to probably split him out to a 5-tech and put him over top of Colt McKivitz, right? So in my opinion, is that if Chris Jones does not basically have his way with Dominic Pooney, then we got pay dirt right now. Because now what happens is that at the very least, we got a stalemate on the right side of the offensive line, which is still good. We can still run over there, right? But then that means that we're doing really good on the left side of the offensive line because they've got an end in Felix Uzoma, who's not even ranked on PFF, along with a defensive tackle in Trishawn Wharton, who's ranked, he's 6'1", 280, small guy, ranked 25th out of 107 D linemen. I mean, right now, if we can keep Jones over top of Dominic Pooney, I think that balances out the run game. But if Chris Jones can literally go wherever he wants, then I feel like it's going to be a long day in the trenches. So that's what a good offensive line does. A good offensive line limits your options as a defensive line because you can't really pick us apart. You can't find weaknesses. So that's my biggest, for me, you know, the boring trenches. That's what I care about. I want to see what Dominic Pooney does against Chris Jones, because if he can do something against him, hold his own, and actually, dare I say, block him, then the Niners are really going to have some good stuff going on the ground. So that's my opinion as far as stopping Chris Jones on defense.
I agree. I mean, like, if you look at all of our big losses, like if I'm looking at the Ravens, they have I'm going to mess up his name, Matabuke. Yeah. I mean, like, he's a wrecker. And like, you look at all those teams that beat us, that's the common denominator, is that game-wrecking defensive tackle. I mean, it's not the trenches. I don't think it's their scheme. I think it's a huge liability that we have, or possibly had with Pooney up front, and that's why we lost.
Yeah,
and you
definitely
you can't win with pressure up in your face through the middle. You know.
No, I mean, And speaking of pressure in your face up the middle, we're going to have to be able to stop Wharton and Chris Jones that we just talked about in depth. But on the backside, we're going to have to see what Chris Givens and Malik Collins are going to do against what in my opinion, is the best interior offensive line in the NFL. I think it's boring. It's not sexy. I get it. But if you want to talk about like weapons, the Chiefs have the top 2 guards, okay, in the top 10. They got the number 5 overall guard and then a number 7 overall left guard ranked in PFF standards out of 75 guards. And they got the number 1 ranked center, all right, in Creed Humphrey. That right there, being able to control the middle of the hashes like that, this is going to be all on, like I said, Chris Givens, Malik Collins, Devondre Campbell, Fred Warner, Malik Mustafa if he plays, and Jair Brown. Basically, the middle of the hashes is where this game is going to be won and lost.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's where their strength is, right? Like they're not gonna, as scary as Xavier Worthy is for how fast he is, like he's just not there yet, right? Like they might beat him deep and they might get a touchdown pass, but he's not polished. And it's really going to be up the middle, up the gut, like they're going to try to grind the game out of us. And honestly, their strategy is probably going to be to count on Kyle to make a mistake or fuck up the game. Right. That's been a solid bet for him. So we'll see. I'm excited. I think we can win. It's at home. We're due. We'll see.
Give me a score prediction before you get out of here.
2017 Niners.
Bet. That's my score. 2017 Niners. Hey, man.
I probably ripped it off from you.
It's cool.
All right, man.
Call in again, man. I love your support, man. Thank you.
All right. Peace.
All right, bro. Are you driving?
Oh, yeah, man. I'm at work on a Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
I can't do it. Fig. You got to park, man. I can't do it.
No,
we can't have.
I'm backing up. I'm backing up to a.
All right, I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you. Trav, what's good, brother? Thank you so much for being patient, man. Thank you.
Hey, no worries, man. No worries. Hey, first time.
Is that Machu Picchu? Where are you at?
Oh.
What's the background?
Yeah, it's I always mispronounce it. It's in Mexico. The Mayan pyramids, temples.
Yeah.
Chichen Itza, I think it's what it's called.
Oh, I thought it was Machu Picchu.
No.
Kevin Gibbons. Sorry, Sean. Yes, you're right. Go ahead.
Hey, just like the last call, I'm on the job too, but I parked first.
Yes.
in my semi truck.
Please park, brother.
Hey, man. I just want to say, bro, I don't got a whole lot of ball to talk. I just want to say thank you, man. You guys' content gets me through my day. You guys are awesome. Your insight, everything, man. You guys are awesome.
Thank you, Trav. And this is the privilege of being on here, man. Thank you so much, man. And we feel it, bro. Like we want to be able to give you guys the best content that is in our ability. So thank you. These never get old, bro.
You guys do. 100%.
Thank you, man.
Hey,
so what you got for me this game? Let's get out of here real quick.
I do have a score prediction. I only think that we're only going to win if we blow them out. We prove we can't win close games against them. We got to go double digits at least.
Man. So you think we got to do shock and awe to get them out of here.
High 30s, 40s to their mid 20s maybe.
Well, they haven't scored 30 the entire year.
I know.
That's one thing now. Also, as far as offensive weapons right now, I mean, Xavier Worthy can take the top off the defense. Somebody who I don't think that he necessarily has the full route tree under his belt yet, but he can go deep. Travis Kelce is who he is, but really, we're going up against Patrick Mahomes in this offensive line.
I know.
Everybody else should be able to be handled, honestly. And I'm being honest. It's Patrick Mahomes in this O-line.
Yep. But, man, just real quick, though, I don't think we should be trying new things against them right now. Like, Pearsall, I mean, this is not the time to test out, like, give a test ride. We got to go with what we know. We got to stick to it. I mean, we
I agree.
We almost had him. We were close. Why introduce something that we're not sure of?
I'm 100% in agreement with you, Trav. 100%. I think that confidence is a big thing. I think that also you got to be able to save. There's a world in coaching where you have to save your player from himself.
Yep.
Right about now, Ricky Pearsall, if there's anybody who is chomping at the bit to show worth, it's Ricky Pearsall. Right?
Yep.
I got drafted by this team. I had injuries throughout all of camp, finally got things going. And then I turn around and have this ridiculous situation. I get shot. Now I'm coming back and it's like, bro, I want to play. Right? Ricky Pearsall is not the best barometer of knowing if he needs to be held back or not. Because he's going to want to play. You know, so I know that that's an unpopular take. I'm glad you brought it up because I brought it up as well. But there is a world where we could put him out there and just be a prisoner of the moment. And if this kid gets hurt or if he fumbles on a punt return or a kickoff return, because we're putting him in one of basically the most high stakes game of our season right now, it would kind of be a blind spot on the coaching staff, in my opinion. It'd be a blind spot. So I don't think he should play. I don't think so
either. I mean, if you want him out there, run him out there with the team, play a song for him, give him some love. But as far as on the field, I don't think we should do it.
I will say this. The only way that I would play him is what he showed me in practice. Now, if practice goes well, if practice goes well.
We're talking about practice.
I know, but you got to see something, right? If practice goes well, I'd play him, right? No, so I get and look, the chat is flaming us, dog. John R is going off. Sean is like, wag, get this out of here. Y'all are some bozos. I get it, man. I get it. Then why draft? I get it.
Yeah.
I just want. He's supposed to be here for a long time, not a good time. Yeah, so that's my only thing. Right.
Hey, man,
but
I was a baseball player in high school, played for a local college, got hurt, trying to come back too early, ruined what could have been. So I'm on that side of it, man. Preserve yourself, take care of your body. When the time is right, the time will be right.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
Against the Chiefs or, a world leader, I don't think that they should test him against it.
This is such a red herring, Sean. So we mean to tell me that Dominic Pooney had the same track as Ricky Pearsall? Dominic Pooney got shot.
That's what I'm.
Dominic Pooney had a shoulder injury. No way. Come on, stop. What's the difference? Stop. Was that the wrong move? Stop. We get it. He should play. All right. There's a lot. Yeah. Look. I'll put it like this. In my opinion, I wouldn't play him. But if he did play, I wouldn't be mad at it. And yes, we get it. He's a first-round pick. Though I feel like, Sean, you got to call in. Enough of this.
Though, Coach, what if he plays and goes off?
Then we look like idiots.
Side of it. I know, exactly.
Yeah. I'd be willing. But you know what? That'd be a good problem to have. You know what I mean?
To have. Yep.
Yeah, so I don't care. Like, if he comes in there and balls out, then great. We were wrong. But for now, I want him to be able to be comfortable, to be able to get back on the field and rolled out. I want him to get rolled out. That's all.
Yep. Hey, I'll let you go, man. I think you got like one more person.
Yeah, I got some other guys. I got Fig. He's ready now.
Real quick. Where's my music?
What's up?
That's me. That's
you.
Yeah.
Bro, hey, nah, you my guy. You always show me love. No. You always show me love. I'm gonna hit you right now. Let's get it. Let's get it. I get you.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Coach, man, go Niners, bro. Go Niners.
I got you, bro. Go Niners. I'll holler at you, Trav.
All right, later, bud.
All right, bro. Big.
Oh, what's
there
up,
he
man?
is.
What's up?
What's good, brother? Talk to me.
Man. Hey, first of all, I want to say I enjoy your show. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you
Thank
got
you.
a great sense of humor, man. You got me laughing, cracking up, and everything. And the stuff
Thank
you
you,
do
bro.
with Grant, Jesse, Ryan. I enjoy the show, man. Hey, fully support you guys, man.
Thank you, brother.
Hey, for sure. But yeah, I heard you talking to one of the gentlemen about, man, dude. I was watching this Krueger show earlier this morning, and he brought up the DeAndre Campbell stats, man. Devondre Campbell stats. Every time I hear those stats, I get upset over
They
and
piss you
over
off,
and
don't they?
over. Dude, he reminds me of like not even putting a full effort like Chase Young, bro. That's what he looked like to me, man. And so we got to do something. I'd rather go with D Winners on the linebacker side. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather go D Winners. I mean, let them develop, let them grow. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Kyle got his way of not putting rookies in. Kyle, you need to step back and just let them play. You know what I'm saying? And then also with Nick Sorensen, when he was asked the press conference, Krug asked him how was Devondre Campbell playing. You know, he's saying, "Oh, he's playing good, this and this," knowing damn well he ain't playing good, man, this season.
He ain't doing nothing.
No, damn well. So, like, every time I see him on the field, I'm like, bro, take him out. You know what I'm saying?
Take him out.
But yeah. So also on the offensive side, I mean, I'm loving what I'm seeing. Like, dude, all of us as Niner fans, we're witnessing Purdy growing. We're witnessing that he is growing, and he's throwing the ball a lot more this season. And then we all see the stats, you know, the yards after catch. It's a little low, but he got more air yards in this league right now. He's number one in the league right now. So I believe I want to see Purdy take more control of the offense and let Kyle step back. Like, hey, Kyle, let Brock Purdy do his thing. Let him call his check downs. Let him call his audibles. Let him do that. You know what I'm saying? Let it be like more of a leader of that role. So that's how I want to see. And then I'm so excited for this game. I'm so excited for this game for tomorrow.
I'm hyped for it too. Me too.
I believe we'll pull it off. I do. And I think it's going to be a George Kittle day. That's what I think. And all we got to do is
okay.
Yeah, that's what I think.
That's a good call. That's a good call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
why do you think that? Why do you think it's going to be a George day?
Because Kansas City, as far as I see, they're not really good against tight ends. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think. They're not really good against tight ends. I mean, Trent McDuffie, he's a dog, and Chris Jones. I mean, also I love to see the matchup, like you guys talked about, Pooney and Chris Jones. I want to see that matchup
shit too, dog. Yes,
I want to see that because if Pooney holds up, we hit the lottery on that one, though, man.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Yeah, I agree the same way, man. Hey, before you get out of here, bro, give me a score prediction.
Man, I have it on 27-23, us, Niners, 27-23. That's what I think.
Hey, bro, you better be here at this watch party tomorrow, bro. I'm going to need you there. I'm going to need your energy.
Oh, okay. All right, for sure, man. I'll be tuning into that game. All right, man. Peace out.
Holla at you, brother. Thank you, man. Jason, my guy, thank you so much for your patience.
What's going on, Coach?
What's going on, brother? What you got for me?
I got a question for you about a formation that I haven't seen yet in 2 years, and I just wanted an expert opinion on it.
Okay.
So, Purdy and shotgun, Debo on one side, either McCaffrey or Mason on the other, Ayuk out wide, Kittle or JJ in the slot, and then a speedster on the far right.
Hold on, I'm writing in. I'm drawing it up now. So say it again.
You got Purdy and shotgun.
Okay.
Debo on one side in the backfield, McCaffrey or Mason or Garendo on the other side of him.
Okay.
Ayuk wide, Kittle or JJ as a slot or tight end.
On the strong side, on the Ayuk side.
I would use them as the motion guy that I like to do. Put him where he needs. Put him out there somewhere and motion him to whatever side needs help.
Okay.
And then a speedster on the outside, or JJ if it's a third down because that's what he does. But does that not give you? You get a sweep to either side. You've got imagine a wheel route with Debo and a linebacker. Like that's an easy 6. You've got a quick toss to either side. You've got a string to either side. Like that's nasty to defend.
Yeah,
I'm no offensive genius, but I mean, like, why have we not done that?
I think we do, Jason. I've seen this before. I haven't seen CMC obviously on the field. With doing this, I will say that one thing about Kyle is that he always has misnomers. Like he always has, how can I say, rules. He has guys who have certain skill sets and jobs in every play. And with Kyle, for instance, if Kyle always goes in motion with a free defender off of the edge, or if he's detached, most oftentimes than not, that guy is going to be a backside defender where he's going to either cut off a chasing defensive end as we get flow to the opposite side, or that's something that we do a fake or a keep or an RPO. We come back and maybe have that guy naked on the backside. One thing that I will say is that for me, it's a lot of window dressing in our offense. I don't necessarily like it. I think that all of the pre-snap motion is it really slows down the pace of the offense. I don't like being a track meet offense where we get in like 80 plays a game. But I do think that we let defenses off the hook with the tempo of our offense because we get so much done. We have to do so much before we snap the ball. And really, we're not fooling the defense. We're giving them an opportunity to get themselves in the right position as well. If you look at it, case in point, with the Jets, we faced the Jets and we were absolutely, shutting them down. But they got a good drive on us by doing what? Hurry up. Right? They went quick tempo on us, right? They started moving the ball. Look at Seattle. Seattle was going tempo on us, right? Trying to keep us out, trying to keep our heels, kind of keep us on our heels. So for me, offensively, I feel like we're just a little too slow. We don't move the ball as fast as we could to be able to kind of get the defense and put them in conundrums, right? Make them have the wrong guy on the field or not the right packages, right? While we're spending so much time thinking that we're getting every literal contingency covered with one play, defenses are saying to themselves, well, let them get ready. Let them do what they have to do. And then we'll go ahead and just answer. We don't really dictate. And the thing about it is that I would just love to see what this offense does against a good defense. If the best thing about our offense is highlighting guys who are weak or highlighting deficient players and picking on them, that's cool. But what happens when there are no deficient players and you just have to go play? And I think that's the question that we don't answer because we haven't answered it when we see Kansas City.
I want to go back to, I want to say it was Walsh or Seifert that within the first quarter, he targeted every playmaker, the fullback, the tight end, both receivers, the running back. Who's got the best assignment, who's having an on day today, who's having an off day in the defense, and just make them pay. Like, we have too many weapons to not be putting up 30-plus points every single week.
Right. I also believe that we some things that's just hurt us is just the lack of investment in the offensive line. We're not. Yeah, we're not balanced, Jason. We're not balanced, bro. We're not balanced. You can't have a George Kittle at tight end, a Deebo Samuel, a Christian McCaffrey. We can go down the names, but then you got Jake Brendel at center. Yeah, it doesn't match.
It broke my heart when we didn't take a center, and so we took our wide receiver 4 instead of a center 1 at 31.
I mean, what you just said, it sounds crazy, but that's literally what we did. We took
JPJ in there, or any of the top centers would make a huge difference this year. Might be sitting at 5-0 with the right team. Like if they came in and gelled the way that Cooney did.
Well, when you look at a team like the Chiefs and you say, "Oh, well, they haven't scored 30 points this year," it's like they don't have to. Like they got an offensive line. Like they don't have to. Right? That's one thing that I've noticed about when you have a team that's balanced. Complementary football is, how can I put it? Like complementary football is not about what it looks like in the stat sheet. It's about winning. Period. And that's the danger of leaning on complementary football and trying to say, oh, well, the Chiefs aren't what they used to be. It's like, dude, they're 5-0. Like they're finding ways to win.
We used to put on 12 and 14 play drives, eat up an entire quarter. Our defense was rested. So Bosa's firing it off at 100% all game long, and he's a monster when he's at 100%. But you leave him out there for 30 minutes in the game, he wears out toward the end.
Yeah. Hey, so give me a score prediction before I get you out of here, bro.
I got 38-24 Chiefs. I don't think I can't pick the Niners until Kyle can beat them. Like I got to see.
I'm not mad at you, bro. Hey, thanks for calling in, bro. Give me another call later, bro. I love your engagement, bro. Thank you, bro.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Keith! You muted, bro.
What's up, man?
What's good, cuz? How you been?
Good, man. I've been all right. Just chilling, having a lazy Saturday. I was like, let me call Coach, see what's up.
Yeah, what's good? Talk to me.
I think this is a big game for our psyche, but with those losses in the NFC, it's not as important to me as what we got to do next week against Dallas and moving forward.
Wow. Okay.
Because for seeding and making the playoffs and tiebreakers, we're in the fight for our life in the division. Like, forget if we might face Kansas City in the Super Bowl, we got to get to the playoffs.
We got to finish our breakfast. The NFC is more important than this. Yeah, that's true.
So, yes, this game's a big deal and it's fun. It's a Super Bowl, rematch, but it's not. With those losses to the Rams and Cardinals, the NFC matchups are much more of an importance to me, because only way we got to worry about Kansas City ever again is if we happen to get to the Super Bowl. But we got to knock out getting to the playoffs before we even do that.
And that's if Kansas City handles their business, because the Ravens look crazy right now.
Yeah, I mean, the NFC, obviously they want parity in football, so that's a big deal, but I think this year is one of the most parity years. Like last year, I clearly thought Baltimore and San Francisco were better than everybody else.
Okay.
Obviously, Kansas City, I won't say snuck in the back door when you were the defending Super Bowl champ, but they went 10-7, 11-6. They didn't have.
They picked their spots. They got hot at the right time.
They got hot at the right time, and when you have that coach quarterback combination along with that defense now with Spags dialing it up, they're just always going to be in the mix. I kind of disagree with you. You say you don't want to see Ricky Pearsall this game?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see him right now. I mean, I feel like special teams is the most unstable unit on our team right now, and putting him back there almost would kind of I feel like expound upon that. I just, if they, I put it like this:
are they talking about putting him back there?
I mean, that's the only way that I would see him to be able to be used immediately, right?
Well,
like, do you think that he's ready to take like real offensive snaps?
Well, I mean, for one, I don't know about that, but isn't Jennings out?
I do believe Juwan's not going to make it. I think we should have found that out by yesterday. So no, I don't think Juwan's going to play.
And so yeah, if Juwan's going to play, I mean, who are you going to put in that spot? I would try him. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't put him there if you feel like he knows the playbook well enough and he actually, to your point, is healthy enough to play. Why not put our first round pick out there?
Okay, well, he can play. Well, look, Sean is about to have Sean is about to die in the chat right now. He's going outrageous on this topic right now. But yes, I think if he plays, I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? If he plays, but I don't want him to. Look, man, we can't even keep kickers healthy on special teams.
The reason we can't keep kickers healthy is because they keep getting back there where they have to tackle.
That's they're ridiculous. Not filling their lanes.
It's ridiculous. It
is.
And so, I mean, stop being soft, coach. Like, put the kid out there.
I got you. I got you. Okay, I hear you. I'm being soft. I got you.
He ain't even like a regular rookie. Pearsall like 24 years old. He
is like 35 with 2 kids in a minivan and a mortgage.
Right.
Yeah, that is true.
Probably got gray in his beard.
He is a grown man. Yeah, he a super senior. For real.
So like, nah, man, take the kid gloves off. Put him out there. And what's the worst that can happen? He can either succeed or fail. One or the other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, especially to your point, to my point with Juwan out. Juwan is a big loss for this game because he gave Kansas City fits in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And so
he's physical. It's something that you really need. It's something that you really need to happen. I will say him not playing, it worries me because we just need physicality. In my opinion, and this may sound crazy, but we don't lose to the Ravens if Juwan Jennings plays that game. Remember, Juwan didn't play in that Ravens game where we threw 4 picks, right? And he brings a whole different element of gangster to like our offense.
That mindset he brings, that dog. You know the Gronk thing when he was talking about having it guys.
It guys, yeah.
He's actually the it guy to me, Jawan.
I wouldn't be mad at that, yeah. Because one reason why I like him is that he don't know no better. We all got that friend that you can't take nowhere.
That's right.
They always on go time. And you like, nah, don't bring Rashid. He can't come. No. Because I ain't going, we ain't bailing nobody out tonight.
That's right.
He be tripping. That's Jawan. So you do need that dude right there where you gotta have that guy that gets off the bus with you that he gonna fight in a phone booth. So
That's right.
Yeah.
And so I just looked at how we played in the Super Bowl, man, and he brought more than Ayuk and Debo did that day.
Yeah. And Debo with three catches off of 14 targets. That's really who needs to atone, boy. That boy got strapped against Kansas City. I want to see what he's going to do this week. And close me out with a score. But before I bring it up, also just what's your take on this? What do you think about Deebo Samuel being reported as being on a possible trade block by trade deadline? Diana Rossini reported that Deebo Samuel is one of the players that she had on her list as a possible trade by the trade deadline.
So does she have him on her list, or you think John and Kyle are actually?
Well, Diana Rossini is national media, so she's not just like a social media person.
Right. Yeah, I know she is.
I would believe that if she would put that name out there, then she's got there's real rumors out there.
Juice.
Yeah.
Look, it makes sense to get off of that salary. I feel like we've gotten the production. It's almost like the Jalen Hurts. I compare Debo to Jalen Hurts, and this is what I say in that.
Okay.
Jalen Hurts had that one Super Bowl year, and everybody thinks that's who Jalen Hurts actually is. But he hasn't been that but 1 year. Debo had that all-pro year that probably might be one of the best offensive years of all time. Like, he was a legit receiver running back, and carried the offense. But outside of that 1 year, I can't think of, is he just been – that year carried him to a level that I don't really think he is at anymore.
Yeah.
And so if we
I can go there all day.
Yeah. If we can get capital, I'm not against the move or even another piece. Like, I'm not I wouldn't be shocked. I think he can be replaced. To your point, we got all these receivers now. We'll see what Pearsall does. But we got Jennings, we got Ayuk. If CMC's coming back, and then we got Kittle. Like, we don't need to be paying $30 million to two receivers. We don't.
Hey, and I think it's impossible. So something's going to have to happen. We're going back to this conversation that didn't end from the very beginning. There's a reason why Ricky Pearsall got drafted, and it's not because they wanted a new slot receiver. It's because they knew they had to make a decision, right? So something's going to happen. But, hey, man, give me a score prediction before we get out of here.
24-21 Niners.
Hey, dog, I'm going to see you tomorrow, man. Love your engagement, Keith. Holla at me, brother. Thank you for calling in, man.
No doubt, man. Take it easy.
You all right, bro. Shells, you my last guy. You my last caller.
Right.
Take us out strong, Shells. Let's go, baby.
All right. I think people are making too much of whether the Niners win or lose. I think
Talk to me.
Win and how they lose, right? Because you look at the very first game the Chiefs had against the Ravens, right? When you saw Lamar Jackson run off the field, he didn't look like he lost the game. He looks like y'all got off. The expression on his face when likely had the two toes, like the toe out. Like, if the Niners lose like that, the Niners have the psychology like, okay, we got them. They just got off. We can get them. And not like
I see that.
Oh, they held us or whatever. But we can get these guys. They just got lucky. We have them. We know how to do this, and we can get it done. And for me, I look at you're just talking about maybe Debo getting traded. I think Debo's got to go because when you look at the way the Niners have been structuring their offense, all the window dressing you're talking about, it's almost always to find a way to get Debo open. We don't need to do that. We need to go to an offset eye, run a power game, get back to the play action, open up. That's how the Niners win, and then you can mix in all the trick plays here and there. And if you look at how they played the Seahawks, that's how they came out, running a power game. And then on that first drive, things fell apart because Kyle wanted to get fancy in the red zone. And away from all that nonsense, run a power game because we got the backs to do it. Even if Mason is out, Garendo can run. And who's the other dude they got? The third guy behind Garendo?
Patrick Taylor Jr.
Patrick Taylor Jr. gets in there. He can run in between the tackles. He gets the chance to give Garendo a break. You can keep slamming the ball on these dudes and stop having these one-back sets. Get those two backs in there. Fullback is in block. Is old school football. The league's not set up for that right now. The league's set up for, passing attack. That's what everyone's running against. That's what defense is practice for. But if you get in there with an old school I formation, offset I, you can run the division, you can take the Chiefs.
Look, man, look. So y'all chill out in the chat. Chat getting kind of crazy, man. All right, Papa J and Tribe. Y'all relax. All right, enough is enough. It's a family show. So look, I agree with what you're saying, man. Like, right now, before the season started, I don't think there'd be a lot of people who were even like, they wouldn't even want to approach the Debo being traded subject. It's too raw. We just lost the Super Bowl. But if you just want to be pragmatic about it, if you got 14 targets in the Super Bowl and you're going to have that type of game, yeah, we gave you an offseason to get in shape, to show us what you can do, right? We're starting the season off where Deebo Samuel, if you just look at Deebo's, his yardage Deebo's broken 2 tackles this entire season. He's just not the same athlete anymore. And one thing that I will say is that I almost liken it towards like basketball, where, and I've said this before, so I don't want to I know I'm being redundant right now, but Deebo Samuel, he's, you get basketball players like Kobe. Like, remember Kobe? And Kobe dunked on everybody. When Kobe first played, it was all about playing above the rim, right? Kobe was taking everybody to the rack, and he was just playing above the rim. And once Kobe got older, though, and his first step muddied a little bit, and he wasn't as agile, Kobe's skills took over. He started playing like from the free throw line below, right? He developed a post game, right? He developed his fadeaway jumper. Kobe got stronger, gained weight, right? Been able to bully guys down in the paint a little bit more. And his game, I feel like his game changed with his age, but he still was able to be effective because of the skill that he had. I feel the same way about receivers, right? Devontae Adams is not the same receiver he was 5 years ago in Green Bay. He's not as fast as he was. He's not as athletic as he was. He's just not, right? Receivers get older, just like every other player. But what keeps receivers in the game is their skill set. It's them knowing how to run the routes, knowing the route tree, knowing the release packages, knowing how to use your body to be able to use as much leverage and as least amount of energy as possible to be able to get open. Working on things that are ageless, like hands, right? Like, I'm going to catch everything, right? Working on release packages where it's like, okay, I may not be the fastest anymore. I may not break tackles, but there is not one corner on planet Earth that can jam me on the line of scrimmage, right? Like, my release packages, that's something that you build over time, right? Has nothing to do with talent. Has everything to do with want to, right? What's in your bag? And for Deebo, I don't think there's much in his bag. I think that he's relied a lot on his physicality. He's relied a lot on his skill set to be able to be that marginal player that can be a running back, that could be a receiver, that could be a little bit of an H-back. But if you really look at Deebo with just straight up and down eyes, you take the number off the jersey and the name off the back, you'd say that he's a running back, and he's aging like a running back. And how running backs age is that they don't gracefully get older. There's a clear shift of when they are a prime ball carrier and when they're not anymore. It's just what it is. And for me, I see that in Deebo. I see that his skill set is more of a running back more than it is a receiver, because I don't know how dedicated he is to being just a pure receiver, because that's what it would take, right? Like, look at I can give you somebody that's not even that crazy of a receiver. OBJ. Mm-hmm. OBJ is still in the league, right? But imagine what remember OBJ was unreal in New York, right? Unreal. But after multiple knee injuries, torn ACLs, right? Achilles injuries, like OBJ is not the same athlete he was. So why is he still able to be in the league? Because that boy knows how to run routes. He knows how to get open. He has a skill set that's timeless, that he can change and utilize on where his body is during a certain period of his career. I just don't think Debo has that.
Word. Like, look, if you want to look at the best example of what you're talking about actual receivers now, but I'm old, so I'll just go with people. Yeah. Gary Rice. How did he in the league so long? I mean, yes, he had, he blocked, he did all that, but his route running was always pristine. And he had crazy hands. So, that's when you look at, somebody like Debo, like you're saying, I'll give it up to Debo. If he has the ball in his hands, he works. Like, you put the ball in his hands, he's going to work for you. But if the ball's not in his hands, if you notice it's not going to him, it's like you basically have 10 guys on the field for offense. You see how many where Debo is walking during the play. Like the whistle hasn't blown. It's not even near getting blown, and the man's walking. Like, how are you going to, help out your team, either blocking, clearing out a defender, or whatever, if you're just walking around? It just doesn't happen. And, more importantly, if you look at his body breaking down, if you're looking at trying to build the offense for the future, right? And saying, all right, we see now that, yes, Brock Purdy can actually chuck the ball around and do all the quarterback, whatever. He might not be the best in every category or measurement of quarterbacking, but we know he can throw a ball, right? So we need some people who can run a route and catch the ball. Yeah. And that's not Debo. Debo's not going to line up with Brock Purdy's skill set. He'll line up with a inferior quarterback who can't really throw the ball, and you have to have some other type of shenanigans you're running with your offense to even think about passing, but you don't need that for Brock. So why are we going to pay all this money to Debo when his skill set doesn't line up with the next iteration of the 49ers offense? The 49ers offense has got to go back to the short intermediate passing game, play action, and running. You got to build it in, establish the run immediately. It's really old school football. I get it. And it's not, sexy, and it's not what the league is doing, but but I'm not here for that.
Right.
I'm for the wings, right? I don't care about all the window dressing. It means nothing to me. I want to see the offense get 4 yards of play. Give me 4 yards of play. You win, right? That's the metric. If you look at offensive metrics, how do you win on offense? You get minimum 4 yards per play. Tell me if I'm wrong, Coach. Right?
No.
Because that's like 12. You get your 4 yards of play. You get 12 yards. You just march the ball down the field. You score. That's supposed to run. And you don't need to have all these chunk plays. You don't need to look fancy. You don't need to look pretty. This is not a pretty sport. If you want pretty, go watch basketball. Go watch soccer. That's pretty. Field work. Football is about getting there, punching dude in the face, getting, like you talk about, body on body, getting physical with another dude, and moving him where he doesn't want to go.
Yeah.
And got to get back to.
Hey, brother.
For me, look at the Seahawks game. That's what because I saw the 49ers get away from all the nonsense that they were doing the first, 5 games? And it's, all right, we're going to get in here, we're going to play the rookies, and we're going to run. There's no built-in like veteran preference here. We got these rookies. You all out working out. We're gonna play the rookies. We're gonna run the ball. And what happened? It was a fantastic game. And what made the game? Everyone wants to talk about a blowout. I don't care about a blowout. What I want to see is actually win a game. If it starts getting dicey, I want to see you be able to be like, all right, fellas, let's just go get out there, work, and win. And that's what we did in the Seahawks game. That's something that should give people more confidence than just seeing a blowout.
Yeah. I look, give me a score prediction before you get out of here, Shills.
All right, score prediction. If the 49ers play like they're playing against the Seahawks, I'll go with like a 38-27.
38-27 Niners?
Yeah.
Let's go. All right. So
Now,
Shills.
I tell you, if Kyle Shanahan regresses and starts all that funny stuff, it's going to be something more like 21-24 Kansas City.
Oh, come on. All right, bro. Now, you got to give me just a straight score.
Hey, look, I'm telling you, it's going to come down to what the offensive plan is, what Kyle Shanahan does.
Okay.
And I have confidence to say one way or the other how he's going to do it. So I'm just thinking that what he's done, he's given me one game where he's run a decent offense, and that was the Seahawks. Mm-hmm. Everything else has been like, what are you doing? Like 5 wide in the red zone. How many people here watching the game wanted to shoot their TV or throw a 5 wide in the red zone? Jordan Mason, and you're gonna have a touchdown. That's it.
Look, hey, my complaints about 5 wide in the red zone have been well documented. I do not like it. I talk about it every time I see it. I call it out. I don't understand it. There's no amount of good football that you're gonna get me to believe that that's okay to do, but I don't know. The 5 wide, going empty on the 18-yard line, going empty on the 7-yard line, going empty on the 22-yard line.
See, that's why I'm saying. That's why I gave you 2 scores. Because it depends on what Kyle Shanahan shows up to the game. Because we've got the same players. We've got the same talent, right?
Yeah.
If you give them the opportunity to win, if you call the right plays, you win.
Shills.
It's these crazy, questionable play calling that we're getting out of Kyle on occasion. You know, how is it like we run first series out of the half, just like pass?
Chills. Look, this could be, if this was about Kyle, we might as well just go ahead and just get beanbag chair, like get sleeping bags, because we be here all day.
No, but that's why I'm saying you asked me for.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no, you're giving me context. Yes.
No, just give me the context.
You're giving me good context. Okay. So look, Shills, I want you to call in again. I love your point of view. It was awesome to hear from you today, brother. And I love the two score prediction. I'll talk to you, brother.
All right, later, man.
Talk to you. All right, guys. So, hey, this was the end of the call-in show, guys. Please, I'm not taking any more callers. This is pretty much the most callers that I've had for a call-in show. I think. Let's get through a couple of super chats while we're here. Travis Stewart, 199. Trav got a chance to meet. Sweet background music. Yes, we gave it to Trav. Tyler Hernandez, 499. Thank you, Coach. The DeAndre Campbell, Isaiah Oliver take was phenomenal. They got to get him off the field. Mahomes is going to pick on him. Guys, we talked about this. Before we leave, I just think that we need to just keep this up here while we're here before we even leave, bro. Because, hey, look, I'm over it. We cannot do this anymore. Don't get me started. I'm leaving this up here for the rest of the show. Last but not least, Brandon Green in both Super Bowls, Tyrann Mathieu and Chris Jones gathered the defense and had it come to Jesus moment. We have no leader that says we ain't losing today. We got to be able to find those guys. I think that they're on this roster, though. I really do. Run the ball, Kyle. Love this name. $10. As someone who didn't think the Niners were going to win the Super Bowl, I really think they're going to win tomorrow. Chiefs should not be 5-0. San Francisco is much more explosive on offense and are really missing Snead. And they are really missing Snead. Okay, I understand that. You know, the Chiefs haven't been perfect. They've found a lot of ways to win throughout the game, especially with the refs being practitioners in the end of their games. It seems as though has been kind of like the new thing that's happening with the Chiefs. Psych, it's not new. But they're not infallible. I will tell you that. That's why I have the Niners winning 20-17. I think they're going to pull it out. But I agree with this. And Gammon Brown, $2. Thank you, Gammon. At Jason Let's favorite game day food. Oh, Jason moved on. I don't know what he is. My favorite game day food is water. I know it sounds whack, but that's what I love to do. Hey, guys, hope we got another one before that slipped in here from Sir Mally Mall. Patrick Mahomes, also known as Ricky Schroeder, is gonna lose. Hey, not mad at that, bro. Look, we got. I love that it's getting hyped up. Now y'all know what it's gonna be. Tomorrow, I got a party for y'all. It's gonna be an epic watch party for the Chiefs tomorrow. Guys, you know how we do. We're gonna laugh, we're gonna cry, we're gonna be angry, we're gonna be happy, we're gonna be hyped, we're gonna be upset. I'm gonna give you guys all of the energy that I have that is inside of me to be able to put forward the best watch party for the Chiefs tomorrow. This one's special, okay? Look, Carl already knows, man. Carl already knows. Hydrate, coach, can't have you crash out and need an IV at halftime. Hey, tomorrow's watch party is going to be epic, guys. I want you guys to tune in for the San Francisco 49ers versus the Kansas City Chiefs at home, 3-3 versus 5-0. Bring your best drink, smoke some if you got it. Do what you got to do. We're going to have a dope time. And right after that watch party, we're going to do live post game with live commentary from the team. Guys, this has been an awesome show. You know how much I love you guys. I think I gotta love Jones for my followers, man. We got something special going over here at the Coaches Huddle, man. I'm so happy and just privileged to be in front of you guys and get the opportunity to be able to just give you guys good content. This is the coach. Stay low and keep your feet moving. Love all y'all, man. I